Hello gin lovers and welcome back to No Nonsense Gin Reviews with me, Bobby Freeman. Now then, cast your eyes upon this dark and mysterious looking little fellow. For this, my friends, is none other than Whitley Neil Blackberry Gin. Now then, my subscribers will know that I reviewed a few of these Whitley Neil now because they're becoming very, very popular. I think this is the fifth one I've done now. I did their original one, I did their rhubarb and ginger one, the blood orange one, and the pink grapefruit one. And so yeah, this is in fact my fifth. And the interesting thing about this company is they seem to be very quietly sort of taking over the market because they have got a lot of gins. I think they've got about 9 different flavours out there now, which is a hell of a lot. I think that's more than any other gin distillery that's out there. I mean, maybe I'm wrong there, please correct me if I am, but I think I'm right in saying that. Now the thing is, I've never really been a big fan of any of them, to be honest. They're fine. They're not bad gins at all. But for a gin that seems to be really wrestling everyone out of the market at the moment, they've never really kind of knocked it out the park for me. Their bottles are usually very, very bright and colourful and very eye-catching, with the exception of this one. It's a little bit sort of drabber and sort of a little bit more dreary, but it's Blackberry gin, so what other colour are you going to have it? They've already got a black one with their original bottle. But yeah, I think they could have done... It smacks to me of a company that's literally just sort of got a huge investment, had a lot of money thrown at it, or maybe they got a lot of money to start with, and just saw that gin is popular and just thought, right, whack out a load of gins, do it this flavour, that flavour, all these different sorts of flavours, and see if we can just sort of bombard the market and then sort of do extremely well, make everyone think we're the best. However, as you know, I always try to cast aside previous experiences, even with gins that I really haven't liked in the past, when they bring out a new one. Not least, of course, the old Bombay Sapphire English Estate, because as you will know, if you've seen my original Bombay Sapphire, their sort of standard Bombay Sapphire video that I did, I do not like it. I do not like it at all. I think it's very unpleasant. However, that little fellow was absolutely delicious. So even if I hate a gin in the past, I'm always open to them finding new ideas and trying something new. So it is my great hope today that Whitley Neil is going to pull the same trick as Bombay Sapphire did and amaze me with this here gin. So let's have a look at what they say about it on their website. Now, I believe the accent I did for Whitley Neil in the past, I did it in sort of a very posh, quintessentially English, sort of Downton Abbey style. So here we go. Whitley Neil Blackberry Gin Tasting Notes. The gin tastes of fresh, plump berries and a hint of floral hedgerow. Whoa there, hang on a minute. Now, look, I understand they have to be a little bit flamboyant in their language here. But surely, who in their right mind would be eating a hedgerow? I've never eaten a hedgerow. Have you eaten a hedgerow? Of course you haven't. And in fact, to be quite honest, if I met someone who did enjoy eating hedgerows, I'd probably advise they seek medical help. Anyway, on with the description. Containing a smooth flavour with a core of delicious piney juniper, followed by a zesty sweet citrus and hints of wonderful black pepper. Tally-ho, old chap! The finish has a little earthiness alongside the warming spice of cassia. Well, that sounds bloody good to me, old boy. Bloody good show. Let's get some in the bloody glass, shall we? There we go, a bit of top-class, good old-fashioned British stereotyping. You're welcome. Right, enough fannying about, let's get the old lid off, shall we? And if I remember rightly, they all have a cork on the Whitley Neil, so we know what that means. It's the cork test. So, does it have a squeak? Oh! A little tiny squeak, not too much, but just enough to sort of satisfy my squeaky needs. Right then, going for the full pull, here we go. Oh dear, it's let itself down on the pull. It was kind of there, but it's not enough bass and resonance for my liking, and certainly not in the category where I could call it a thunderous cork sound. But never mind, as we always say, it's just a bit of fun. Right then, now I'm expecting a lot of aroma from this one because it's promising hedgerows and blackberries and all this, so let's have a bit of a go, shall we? Oh, straight away. Wow, it's packed, literally jam-packed with aroma in there. And as you'd expect, it smells a lot of blackberries, which is no real surprises there. I'm not getting anything else but blackberries. So we're not going to spend a long time talking about that because that's pretty much what we expected anyway. So let's get some in the glass. Now then, hang on a second, is it going to be a clean pull before I make my point? Beautiful and clean. Now then, I must confess here, before we sort of carry on to the tasting, I'm not a big fan of blackberries, okay? So you're thinking to yourself, well, why did you buy a blackberry gin? Because people need to know about it, and I try gins, not only gins that I like, I try all the gins on the market. However, a neighbour of mine, Ryan, he brought me some blackberry vodka liqueur or something that he made himself, okay, by actually sticking a load of blackberries in there. I tell you what, it was absolutely delicious. So I'm hoping it might be along the lines of that. So here we go. Let's get a little bit of tonic in there, shall we? Not too much. I'm drinking a bit stronger these days. That should do. So here we go. Whitley Neil, not Whitley Neil, as I've said before, because someone criticised me for sounding a bit too quintessentially British. So Whitley Neil, blackberry gin. Here we go. Cheers. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. That was a lot better. Do you know what? It was a little bit weak. I'm going to pep it up a little bit. But I tell you what, I wasn't expecting great things because Whitley Neil in the past, as I say, have not been brilliant. But that is actually very, very nice. And and for someone who doesn't like blackberries, maybe I ought to sort of get and try blackberries again because I seem to like everything blackberry flavour. Let me have another go. Hang on. That's bloody good. It's bloody good. It's to be honest, I can't say too much about it. It is literally gin that tastes of blackberries, which will come as no surprise for a blackberry gin. However, I would say this: you're not really getting a great deal of juniper in there. Okay, now that's what makes gin is the juniper, and you have to be careful a little bit sometimes with these what I would call novelty gins or fruit flavoured gins, that they don't move too much, they don't put so much flavour in there that they move too much away from what gin is, which is juniper. One that is guilty of that a little bit, although I did like it very much, kind of like a guilty pleasure, is the Brockmans. Check out my video on that one because that is literally bursting with all kind of berry flavours, and it's kind of not dissimilar to this one, you know. So that's got an air of the Brockmans about it. It's very, I tell you what as well, perhaps if you're new to the gin world and perhaps if you're not a biggest fan of gin, maybe this little fella could be the one to sort of guide you in gently, because it's not super, this is going to sound stupid, but it's not really sort of gin. It's not heavily ginny gin. I knew that was going to sound stupid. I had it in my head before I even said it, but I thought I'd say it anyway. But maybe you could try this as kind of a fruity start to the gin world, because it's very, very nice, but it's not, as I say, it's not going to kick you in the face and say, this is gin, boom! It will give you a little bit of a soft ingratiation into it. And I think that's not a bad thing. Strength-wise, ABV-wise, 43%. Now that's a little bit, that's about normal, but you do get weaker gins than that. And I thought it was going to be a weaker gin because that's one, I'll tell you, it's one of those dangerous gins where you can just drink a load of it because it doesn't actually taste that strong. And what I'm going to do also is try it neat, because I am doing that a little bit more these days because people say I should do. And I'm kind of starting to enjoy it as well. Not so much, to be honest, with the London Dries, mostly with things like the American gins, which seem to work quite well. So let's give this a go. It warms the old cockles. I tell you what, that's not bad. Do you know what? That's actually really good. That's really nice. This is, it's kind of it's again, obviously the blackberry flavour is all encompassing. It's very powerful, it's very dominating, but it's kind of quite smooth as well. A lot of London Dries, when you drink them neat, are quite harsh, and I find them sort of unpleasant. But that, you know what, I could drink that, particularly over a bit of ice. That's not bad at all. Very, very nice. I think this Whitley Neil gin, as in my eyes, what I didn't think was going to be great, has blown all the others into oblivion. So if you're going to try a Whitley Neil gin, I would probably go for this little fella, because that is lovely. And that's not the only thing that's lovely, because the price is also very lovely. It's bog standard, right across the range of Whitley Neils. They're all in the UK 20 quid, okay, which is about $22, $23, $24, something like that. But I don't know if it's available in America or not. But if it is, please get, and when you get there and you're met with this plethora of flavours from Whitley Neil, you wouldn't know which one to go for. I would say, if you're going to pick one out of any of them, if you had to pick just one, I'm going to go for this one, the good old Blackberry gin. And what a surprise that is. What a surprise. What I thought was going to be not very good is actually my favourite of the Whitley Neil gins. And that can only be a good thing, my friends. So guys, that's me done for another day. If you've liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as always, or press the like button and press the little bell icon so you get notified when all my new videos come out. And don't forget to check out my new channel, Bald Man Talking, and I shall see you all next time on No Nonsense Gin Reviews, where I shall be Bobby Freeman. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.